Hi, everybody. This is Peggie Arvidson, life coach, life purpose coach. Uh, my goal, my reason for being is to ensure that every single person that I come in contact with, my goal is always 200 people a year, understand and align with their life purpose. It's not a job title, it's not a career title, it's a reason for being. And I help people, I guide them to discover their life purpose using the tool of hand analysis, using the ancient tool of hand analysis. And then I use lots of modern tools and ancient tools to help you bring that purpose into your life. This reading, this session here, is a monthly column, if you will, called Raise Your Hand. You can find that page and determine if it's something that you'd like to do, and I will provide you with one of these readings. The Raise Your Hand page is on my toolbar up above. Feel free to sign up. Today's volunteer is a lovely woman named Nathara. This is her right hand, obviously. And her question for me is a very, very general question. And to be honest, the best questions are the most specific questions because then we can go to a specific place in the hand as a hand analyst. That's what I like to do and answer that question. Or sometimes the answer is made up of more questions, but we like to get to the heart, to the meat of the matter by using the hands. Now, Nathara's question is very broad. Her question is, what are my biggest obstacles in my business and how can I overcome them? And I want to be able to help you with this, Nathara, so I'm going to give you some insight, both from your hands and from business experience that my clients have had, and likely things that are happening for you. Uh, to get more specific, to really make the best use of your hands, we would ask something along the lines of what is the product that I am most qualified to bring to my clients, or what experiences can I be bringing to my perfect people? Certainly, discovering your perfect people is a great idea as well. My partner Jenny and I have a perfect people picker program that we do that for you, but it is more intense than a 10-minute review. So let's see what we've got here for you, Nathara. I purposely, when I do these readings, do my best not to do any prior research. I have not gone to your website, although I will post it below and certainly go after this. I like to be unbiased and simply get information from the hand. Uh, it's not to say if I know you and you want to have this reading done that that's a problem. It just, I'll always state that ahead of time. So people who are listening understand whether I have prior knowledge or no prior knowledge. In Nathara's case, I have no prior knowledge. So onto the hand. The first place that I'm looking is your thumb and how close your thumb is tied into the rest of the hands, the tightness to the fingers. Now it could be that your thumb is this close in because you were trying to get it in the picture. That's quite possible. Um, However, it's possible that if you and everybody who's listening right now uh, shook your hands and then just simply held them up in a comfortable position, just held them up right in front of your face, or shook them and put them down flat on the table. Take a look at where your thumbs are. If they're in close, and again, this is a relative term, I see thousands of hands a year, so this is close. That says to me, I just work here. I just do what I'm told. I don't have a lot of control. I don't actually have a lot of faith in my ability to apply my will to make things happen. Our thumbs are all about getting things done, applying our will to make things happen in the world. So your thumb is an important tool and an important indicator to me that in this particular instance, the way that it's sitting says you might not think you have control over your business. So the number one answer would be, what do you have control over? What are you willing to make a commitment to do for your clients? Anybody can make a general commitment, But what are the specific commitments? Just like you were entering a marriage, right? What are you committing to for your clients? What do they get when they work with you that they don't get when they work with anyone else? It's not about competition. It's about recognizing your unique voice in the world. What is that? And and I might also, the secondary statement answer to your question is an obstacle might be listening to what everybody else says. I know you reached out to me for some guidance and I hope to inspire you and guide you. But ultimately, you can listen to all of the guides. There are wise, brilliant teachers among us every single day. And the bottom line, the best teacher in the world for you is you, your own intuition, sitting still. If all the gurus are saying one thing and that doesn't feel right for you, I invite you to take the opportunity to sit still and to ask yourself. Do an interview. Pretend you're Barbara Walters and interview yourself, Diane Sawyer. Ask yourself, why doesn't this work for me? Why doesn't this feel right? Maybe it's an ego thing. That happens to me a lot. I want to do it my way. Or maybe it's just not right for you and who your perfect people are, and that's a perfectly acceptable answer. So do some self work and interviewing. Ask yourself if you really do feel in control. The other thing here, look at how nice and tight these two fingers are. Okay? This, your ring finger, is what we call Apollo. Your middle finger we call Saturn. And these two are clearly a little match set. They feel like they go together. They feel like they have a relationship together. But when I see Apollo leaning into Saturn, that says to me there's a lot of concern about what will it look like. Now this could be that you get very caught up in making your brochure look nice, having a pretty design and logo and just the right colors and doing the same thing on your website, spending hours and hours and hours tweaking the look. Because you're comparing yourself, quite probably, to other people who you like and admire. Maybe going back to the control, who's in charge here? Can I apply my will to make things happen? You're also concerned about what people might say or what they think when they see you, when they hear you describe your work. What does it look like to people? Like, does it play well in Peoria? I don't know if you've heard that expression, but it's one I use fairly often. Does it play well? Do people get it? And it goes back to taking this big thing. I want everyone in the world to understand and to admire and to purchase what I do because what I have can benefit everybody. Certainly I feel like that. I believe that everybody in the world would be a happier place if every single person was aligned with their life purpose in every act of their day. But I can't speak to everybody. Not everybody is there. So when we often have Apollo leaning into Saturn, Saturn's about time, value, and money, your job, your business, and your career. And Apollo is about what does it look like? I need appreciation, approval, and applause. When they're leaning in like this, there's this sense that I don't I don't want it to look too easy to make money, and B, I want it to look beautiful. I want people to understand. I want it to appeal to everyone, to the masses. So the question might be, what can you do to appeal to you and to your perfect people, to your right people? Saturn is sitting a little bit back. Apollo's forward and Saturn is back. I know photos are just one-dimensional, but maybe you can take a look and see. And when Saturn is leaning back like that, it's a sense of, I don't deserve money. You're probably not charging right pay for your right work. So you might want to revisit your relationship with money. If money were a person, what would that person be like? Would you want to be with him or not? Would they make you happy or would they make you feel bad? These are some of the questions that I would ask if we were going in to figure out what are the obstacles to your business. this sense of value is hiding behind what it looks like. Like if I have all the bells and whistles and I spend a ridiculous amount of money that I don't have. When I say ridiculous, it's not that there's any amount of money that's too much, but if you don't have it, don't go into hock for it, okay? But you might be tempted to do that. Spend money to make it look pretty, to convince other people that it's worth money. So that's just a quick wrap up answer to the big question that you have. I'm sure lots of people have them. Again, this is Peggy Arvidson, and Raise Your Hand, our monthly topic on the blog. Check in every third Thursday. If you'd like to volunteer, check out the Raise Your Hand page, and I'll be glad to put you in the queue. Thanks, Nathara. I appreciate you sharing your hand, and I really look forward to hearing more about you and your business. I'm going to go take a look at your website now.